Cardfight Vanguard Vs.Doshi 2.
Greetings! Mantray79 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days 2. Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. And here we are in the main menu, going to story mode. And here we are in story mode. For those of you who watched my previous video, I spent that time progressing further in the game's main story. And before we go to our next objective here in main verses, there are 2 more free verses available here in the Yuki 3 chapter. So before we continue the game's main story, let's just finish off these free verses. So I think this time I'll face off this Doshi Nakano free verses. Before that, let's just equip our deck. For the deck I'm going to be using today's fight, this episode's fight, I guess I'll use I think I'll use this one. No, hold on. Not this one. Let's see. What would be a good choice? I think I'll go with this one. Dragon Empires. Hellfire Dragon. Warble Dragon. Dust Storm Killing Field build. DZ Booster 3. Alright, this should do it. Selecting this deck. Use this deck. And deck equipped. Should I use a D skill? Nope, not gonna use a D skill, just gonna challenge it right away. Selecting the free verses, and off we go. There's Doshi Nakano. Let's go fair and square. Yes, let's. And the fight's already starting. The battle begins. Let's get started. And here in the fight, gonna decide who goes first. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock to scissors. I win going first. Drawing our starting hands, I got myself a critical, a forward, a persona right, a critical, and a Bertrand. Not bad. Holding on to one of each normal unit. Just gonna redraw the triggers. Redraw. Yes, Baxter and a critical. Stand at the Vanguard. Going first. Draw. I ride from the right deck. Rising Star Virgila. For the right deck cost I'm discarding, a critical trigger, discard, and ride Virgila. Energy generator set. And that is it for my turn. Now it's my opponent's turn. Here comes my opponent's Great One, Nigel. Energy generator set. And starter skill, he draws a card. Next up, he's calling the back row and Anka Bowler, so here comes 16k to the Vanguard. No guard, gonna take it. Here comes drive check. No trigger, safe, so 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. No triggers. Spinal Salter. 1 less card out of the deck, and my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Critical trigger. Energy generator charge, and I ride from the right deck. Shooting Star Virgila. For the right deck cost, I have 2 copies of Bertrand, 2 cards of the Soul, so I think this time I'm not gonna use Virgila's skill. I think I'm just gonna discard from the hand instead. Nope, not gonna Soul Blast to ride, just discard the critical trigger. Ride! Shooting Star Virgila. Next, I call Bertrand to the rear guard. Call! Bertrand skill, Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast, and search my deck for set order, Dust Storm Killing Field, and place it in the order zone. 1 more time, Bertrand. Call 1 more Bertrand to the rear guard. Skill activated, Soul Blast, and set. Another Dust Storm Killing Field from the deck. Deck is filtered, that should do it. To the battle phase we go. First, Dust Storm Killing Field skill. Choosing the back row Bertrand. And 1 more time. And let's go. Battle phase, Vanguard to Vanguard, 10k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes, critical, just what I needed. I give the critical to the Vanguard. Power to the rear guard. Critical up and power up. 2 damage and boom. Damage check first. No trigger, safe, and the second check. No trigger, safe. Looking good here. And now, Boosted by Bertrand. Bertrand the Vanguard, 35,000 power. The attack goes through, and bang, bang, bang. Damage check. No trigger, safe. And that is the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes Energy Charge and the Great 2, Randor, Nigel skill. He's going to Soul Charge and Battle Phase, 18k to Vanguard. No guard, gonna take it. Hold on, skill to Vanguard, and he Counter Blast to Soul Charge. Yes, critical into the soul. One less card to worry about. No guard, taking it. Drive checked. No trigger, safe, so 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. Draw trigger, lucky! Just when I need it. Draw card. Gradiac Gredel for Solar Right material. I can use this. End of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck. Hellfire Dragon, Warble Dragon. For the right deck cost I'm discarding. Flare Veil Dragon, draw trigger, ride. And skill of Shooting Star Virgila. Look at the top cards in my deck for a Great 2. There's quite a lot. I'm adding the Great 2. Here we go. I don't have enough soul cards, so I'm gonna get Spinal Assaulter, adding Spinal Assaulter to my hand. And calling Spinal, hold on, Warble skill, Energy Charge 3. Energy Charge, 1, 2, 3. I call Warble Dragon's Rear Guard. And activate the skill of, hold on, I call Spinal Assaulter and activate Warble skill, sorry about that. Energy Blast 3. And retire the back row Anchor Bowler. Then Spinal Assaulter skill, additional 10,000 power thanks to its skill. And one more Energy Blast from Warble. Energy Blast 3 plus power to Vanguard. And one more time, Energy Blast. Nothing to retire, but power up. That ought to be enough. To the battle phase we go. First up, Vanguard the Vanguard, 20, hold on. Duststorm Killing Field skill, the back row Bertrand can boost and gets plus 5,000 power. One more time, and beginning the battle phase, Vanguard the Vanguard, 23k. The attack goes through, Twin Drive, first check. No trigger, Baxter, and a second check. No trigger, Shenry, not too shabby, so 1 damage, and boom! Damage check. No trigger. And now here comes Warble skill, Counter Blast. And restand, -2 drive. Go, Warble to Vanguard, 20k. Guarding with heal trigger, 25k. The attack fails, but I got 2 more attacks on the way, so let's go Vanguard to Vanguard, 23k to 10k. Another critical trigger this time, 25k, just barely enough to block it. The attack fails, but I got 1 more attack on the way. Bertrand, tag team on the Vanguard, 25k. And the attack goes through, and bang, bang, bang. Damage check. No trigger, safe. That's 5 damage. That's all I can do for now, so end of my turn. My opponent's turn. Here comes Energy Charge, and he rides the Grade 3. Duststorm Eugene. Skill of Randor. Card to hand, and Energy Blast, drawing more cards, and calling the rear guard. A Volcanigan Dragon, 13k to Vanguard. No guard, gonna take it. Drive checked. No trigger, safe, so 1 damage. No, second check. Still 1 damage. And ow! Damage check. No trigger. 1 more attack from 13k this time. Guarding with Baxter, 18k, just enough. And the attack is blocked. Ka-chink. Safe. End of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Let's do this. Persona Ride time. Hellfire Dragon, Warble Dragon, Persona Ride. Power up and draw. I call hang on, activating the effect of Whirlpool Dragon, Energy Charge. I'm calling Shenri to the rear guard. Call. And let's not forget a Baxter to the rear guard. Call. Activating my Vanguard skill, Energy Blast 3. Retiring Volcanigun Dragon. And here comes Spinal Salter skill. Adding power. Switching positions of Spinal Salter and Baxter. Then one more time with the Energy Blast. This time adding power. This should be enough. To the battle phase we go. Set order, Dust Storm Killing Field. I choose the right back row. Bertrand can boost and gets powered up. Skill of one more Dust Storm Killing Field. Set it to the left side Spinal Salter. Now, Vanguard unboosted to the Vanguard. 33k. Triple guard, that's 48k. To the pass, first check. No trigger, Shenri, and the second check. Yes, heal trigger. Cannot heal, but giving power to Bertrand. The attack fails, but I thought one can still restand my Vanguard, so skill of Whirlpool Dragon. Counter Blast. Restand, -2 drive. And then Persona Soul Blast. +1 drive, boosted by Shenri. Go, Whirlpool Dragon, 41,000 power. 1 drive. Shenri skill, additional 5,000 power. Total 46,000 power. The attack goes through. Drive check. No trigger, another Bertrand. I can use that later, so... Burn! 1 damage. No trigger, 6 damage. I win. And GG, good game. It was a pretty okay-ish fight. It was still in pretty easy mode, but at least I got to make this deck work for me by drawing the cards I needed, so that was still a win in my count. Got win, attack 40 more power, Persona Road, 5 for 6 turns, drew 2 more times in 1 turn, and energy blasted 15 times. Got a total of 1650 VP, total 13,000, drew to 10 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to the game story. Back with Doshi, lost. 1 word, but very understandable. And we're leaving the scene and going back to the world map. Got a new card for winning this match. The card I got was Electro Spartan, but I already got this card in over max capacity, so it converts to CP. Card obtained and processed to CP. And here we are back in map. There's one more free fight with Rasen before we go to the main story, so I think that's all time we have for today. First I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. With that I say goodbye and see you all soon.